I am Sandeep Rauzi from Workers Unity, and we will discuss about the new factories Tamil Nadu Amendment 2023 bill, which allows 12-hour shift or more than 12-hour shift in Tamil Nadu factories. Jeevan Kumar is a TUCI leader in Chennai. So, Mr. Jeevan Kumar, welcome to this conversation. What the perspective of trade unions who opposes this bill?
This is not a single bill which has been tabled before the assembly. It has a hidden sectors. It has 10 corrections. 10 acts has been amended. Starting from Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Rules, Factories Act, Interstate Migrant Workers Act, BD and cigar workers, building and construction workers, and furthermore, major accidents and hazard rules has been amended. Tamil Nadu plantation labor rules has been amended. And finally, the most dangerous thing is the Tamil Nadu Motor Transport Workers Act. It has also been amended. They had issued a gazette notification and brought it to the assembly and got all these bills quietly. It has been approved. It is not only the 12 hours Factories Act that has been amended. All these 10 acts has been amended. Major of the sections they had been talking about the factories rules. It is not that way. If you modify Motor Transport Workers Act rules, then the motor transport worker straight away he has to work for 12 hours. Already with improper working hours, the fatality in the motor transport industry is so high. Every 6 minutes, you have a fatal accident in India. So it is like a killer industry. And if this thing is permitted, the death rate on road will increase. TUCI, right from 2017, we had been fighting against it. And even now, we had appealed to the state government, and partially it has been put on hold. All the hype has been given to the 12-hour shift. Say, take for instance, if the working hours is altered to 12 hours, then the Minimum Wages Act has to be amended because it is fixed for 8 hours. If the worker is working for 12 hours, then minimum wages has to be increased. So if you increase the per day wages, it will have an impact on the monthly wages. And if you alter the monthly wages, payment of gratuity act, it will have an impact. No employer will pay the gratuity amount on a 12-hour basis. He will prefer only to pay on a 8-hour basis because all the service rendered by the worker was on 8-hour basis. So that area there will be an impact that has to be addressed. Take for instance Workmen Compensation Act. Same problem comes over there. If you take PSA Act, same problem will come. So one single alteration in the 12-hour shift will have an adverse effect on all 44 labor laws which currently the Tamil Nadu workers are enjoying or being protected. So this is a very dangerous move the DMK government had done it. Though the chief minister in his verbal assurance, he claimed that it was tabled without his knowledge. It cannot happen that way. Though politically it has been agreed that this bill will be put on abeyance, total recall has to be done because we have mischievous element in the labor department who had engineered all these things. They had went on to publish in the Gazette. So there is two routes. One is ordinance and next is through Gazette publications. Once you don't get a proper fitting reply from the trade unions and working class, this will automatically go to the governor and the governor will approve it and it will be sent to the president. So these are the risks that are connected with this bill. It is not only the just 12 hours, but it is connected with all 44 acts. So that's why all the centralized trade unions, we had announced a 1 day strike on the 12th of May. And all our May Day programs, it has been modified to highlight the dangers of all these activities taken by the state government, and we are fighting stiff on it.
It is very strange that this is the state where first May Day celebration happened in, I think, 1925. In first in India.
Madras Labor Union was the
This is the
first
very
union.
state, and this is the very second state which is scrapping the age-old rights of basically basic right of workers in that state where workers movement was very strong at that time before the freedom.
Yes, same attempt was done during the Gujarat government. It has passed a bill, similar bill, during the COVID time, excluding the overtime workers, and it was taken as a regular shift. It was notified, and it was the act was passed. It was challenged by TUCI at the Gujarat High Court. Later on, the High Court it didn't allow that our petition, so we challenged it at Supreme Court. And our General Secretary, Comrade Sanjay Singhvi, he appeared party in person. He challenged the bill in the Supreme Court and got it quashed. Otherwise, this could have happened in the early stages of COVID. This was an attempt done at Gujarat, and same thing it has repeated in Tamil Nadu. BJP ruled states normally they don't maintain very strong labor rules over there. But Tamil Nadu, which has a traditional background, as highlighted by you, it was started by Singaravailar. It was a massive movement in Tamil Nadu, which paved way for stronger enforcement of major rules. But this attempt, we suspect there was some mischief played by certain officers who had done all this homework just to please the electronic industry and the leather industry. These are the two areas they had been working. If you take for leather products, 2006 the minimum wages was notified, but immediately it was stayed by the Madras High Court. The employers they influenced the Madras High Court and obtained a stay. Till now, the wages has not been revised, and the government it is not in a position to challenge it at High Court and get it vacated. If you take for leather goods manufacturing, TUCI had taken up an initiative. Minimum wages was announced in 2014 after a stiff legal battle. Last year, they had done the preliminary notification, but the confirmed notification it is awaited. So it is on a legal process. We are challenging it. So this has become a day-to-day activity where the leather manufacturing employers they lobby with certain officers in the labor department and deprive all the basic, even the minimum wages is getting deprived. Now this 12-hour shift also we suspect a lobby which has been done silently.
I have heard that some kind of a Foxconn and Wistron type of big corporate houses who supplies Apple phone or they assemble Apple phone and they hire thousands worker. Their pressure was very high on the government. Is it true?
Actually, it was briefed in such way, but the actual issue is Foxconn they had proposed to set up a unit with a capital of 5,000 crores somewhere in suburban of Chennai. So that has been proposed. But how much can they employ? The employing capacity of an electronic industry is minimum. Previously, we had Nokia over here, Samsung was here, Foxconn, they were there, they left operations. There is no question of stabilized employment which they will provide. Even all SEZ, they have a special comfort zone where The government goes for an agreement with the management that the existing labor laws will be excluded in the SEZ. This has happened right from 91, 93 when the SEZ was set at Chennai and other areas. State governments, they had signed agreements. We got it quashed. We challenged them for minimum wages and all these acts. We every single thing we had to go to the High Court, and we won all these cases. And after a lot of legal battles, many of them they had left country. There was a hard disk manufacturer named JTS Technologies. He employed 12,000 workers, and he started with a capital of 50 crores at suburban SEZ complex of the state government. What happened? The state government has given so much leverage to the employer. Power was free, water was free, land was free, and 5 years tax holiday for from sale tax, everything was given. So what happened? After the 5 years window period, the employer had to pay all these taxes. He conveniently borrowed money from our nationalized banks to a crore of some 10,000 crores was his last shipment. He deserted the country, abandoned all the workers, and retrenchment was done by engaging the current labor commissioner was asked to go on a VRS, and he was appointed to retrench all the workers, and on a single month they retrenched 9,000 women workers. Nothing could be done because statutory you have to give a 15 days retrenchment. That is the thing. But so many thousands of crores was swindled by the employer, and the state government is a party to it. Same thing will happen in this Apple setup also. They'll enjoy all these benefits for 5 years, and quietly they'll shift it to some other place, or they'll abandon India and they'll move to some other third world country to exploit them. This has been repeatedly
The
happening. Even
corporate,
the Ford also they had done the same thing.
could you decode the meaning of this 12-hour shift or flexible working hours? What the benefit a corporate will get?
See, extracting work from a worker for which he has to compensate for his energy loss, all his sacrifices he does due to the employment. That is where the concept of wages it is arrived. Existing laws, after 8 hours, the workers, if they are shift is extended for 4 more hours, the wages is double. And the existing act it provides 48 hours per week, and the extension can be done to a maximum of 54 hours. So that is how the existing act is there. And the weekly rest pattern, weekly off, which is once you work for 6 hours, 6 days, automatically the seventh day is a weekly off. And if you work for 20 days, you are eligible for an earned leave. So this is the existing pattern. But once they make it on a 12-hour thing, they don't mention it as a 12-hour shift. It is an extended period for which the double wages need not be paid. For 12 hours, if the worker is working 4 more hours, automatically he'll be losing his additional revenue which the existing act is providing. And the spread over without assigning any work, the employer can hold the worker for 12 hours.
Or more than 12 hours?
Yes, more than 12 hours. He can be held at the factory itself, which will disturb all his biological requirements, social requirements, economical requirements, everything will be hampered. He'll be turned into a mechanical machine which has no life. And
Or bonded?
yes, And it will be once the employer he insists, and if the worker refuses, automatically he'll be thrown out.
Before the Tamil Nadu, Karnataka government already uh, uh, placed a bill for
Yes.
12 hours work. What the strategy of trade unions against this proposed bill, which is not formally hold or hold back or repelled?
See, already all centralized trade unions, they had started their struggle. Notice was issued to the state government. So floor level fight, it has been fully prepared. Apart from
Okay.
that, we had actually prepared completely for a legal battle. Legally, this is unconstitutional, inhumane, and it is against the agreement which the government of India had signed with the ILO. So it has an international impact also. All the European countries, they are going for a 6 hour shift. Now we are going on a reverse basis to
Reverse.
facilitate. So these things
So
will not stand.
in Karnataka passed a bill about 12-hour shift or flexible working hours. What is trade union doing there in Karnataka? They are going to challenge, or they are started protesting. What the situation in Karnataka?
See, similar, whatever is being done in Tamil Nadu has to be followed at Karnataka also. Karnataka central unions, they are bit slow right now because they are planning for a political change at Karnataka.
Yeah.
So once if the anticipated changes happen, automatically all these bills will be uh, uh, put on abeyance. So that is why the working class, it is fully supporting the democratic forces to fight against the uh, fascist BJP and the pro corporate culture which has been introduced. So it is a fight over there. They have to take it up. And TUCA, we had taken some initiatives and we are making some structural changes at Karnataka. So once that comes into in full effect, maybe by mid May, we'll start our legal battle at Karnataka also. Yes.
But do you think that in Tamil Nadu it is really on hold, or really will state government will repeal this controversial bill?
We believe that state government and the chief minister will honor his word because he has completely announced it on air. Open media, he has expressed his displeasure on this bill and he has assured all the alliance partners and the general working class that this will not come into force. So if he is going to go back on his words, that will be a severe blow on him and his political aspirations which he is trying on the national arena. So that is there. And he has to be very careful with the bureaucrats because the bureaucracy has manipulated so many things in this bill. It came as
But
a Factories Act amendment, but I had read out that Gazette publication, which will have 10 direct impacts, 10 acts, it has been modified. That has not been tabled, but it will have an effect on it.
the state industrial minister, industry minister, told that this is a beneficial bill for workers, for women workers, and they strongly supported this. So how can MK Stalin deny that he's unaware of this kind of drastic change in working hours?
No minister has the real guts to propose something without the knowledge of the cabinet of
Chief
ministers.
Minister.
So that is a face saving thing he has been trying. But DMK, they have a tradition like this.
One last thing I would like to ask that uh, before passing this bill, there was a tour of PM Modi in Tamil Nadu,
Yes.
and the gelling and the posturing of both leaders, Chief Minister and PM Prime Minister Modi, some people say that they are this bill is influenced by the BJP, and they're wondering that how Stalin is going the same way which BJP is doing in the states.
See, BJP is fully corporate. It is being funded by the corporate. TMK and his allies, they have major business establishments all over the state. Some foreign investments also they are having. So these things are a clear indication that certain policies adopted by the DMK will be in par with the ruling BJP. Even during Vajpayee's period, they made lot of SEZ modifications. If you take Hyundai and other places, so many relaxations was given by the ruling DMK. If you take the national highway, which connects Hyundai to Madras Fortress, it was done in such a way, and a large portion of land, which was a major lake supplying drinking water to Chennai, was converted to a CZ and given to Hyundai. So these people, uh, basically, we don't trust because DMK or ADMK, the trustworthiness is very minimum. But the situation right now demands that Stalin has to stay close to the working class. That is the major reason why he has put this bill on abeyance. After 24, they might try it again. After general elections, they'll try it again. So the working class has to be on its, it has to be very alert.
So you decoded well this kind of political ups and downs regarding the Factories Amendment Bill. So we will soon back to you, and thank you for this very useful insight, because we have no any other perspective from the Chennai directly. This is
Okay.
the heart of Tamil Nadu, and the heart of also a political ups and downs in the state. So thank you, Jeevan Kumar. We will back to you soon.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.